Hello, my name is Anneta, and I would like to tell you how John Burningham visited our classroom this month. Before I start talking about my favorite book, I would like to share a special book that I've got, just like my friends. Mr. Gumpy's Motor Car is one of my first books in my big library, which I bought many years ago with a ridiculous price at the back of the book. As you remember, last month I expressed my concern about choosing books for children, and I decided this would be a good opportunity to experiment a bit, to change a bit my approach towards choosing books for children. So I prepared a lesson called Judge the Book by the Cover. I prepared 12 John Burningham books. I deliberately omitted Mr. Gumpy's Outing, Cloudland, and The Magic Bed, because these books are the books I regularly work with. So I knew that we would be doing these books later on. So all the others that I had, but I never used them with my students, I prepare a little display, and I asked the students to look carefully at the covers and decide which book they would like to read, and then give us all the reason why. And later on we voted for top 3 judging by the cover. So the top 3 were The Avocado Baby. Why? Because it's so unusual for the baby, for the weak small baby, to lift weights. John Patrick Norman Kennedy, the boy who was always late. Why? Because the title is so long and because the teacher looks so mean. And number 3, Harvey Slumpenberger's Christmas Present. Why? Because usually Santa wears a red suit and not a red coat which covers his pajamas. Usually he has a big sack and not just one present. Usually he rides reindeer and not a donkey. These were kids' justification, and those were the 3 tops that kids decided to read, and actually they did. I allowed them to read all the books, any books they wanted. We worked in centers. And the book I would like to talk about today, and the book that is my favorite, is The Magic Bed. This is definitely my favorite book, and I do recommend it for all of you who work in a cross-curricular way, preparing little cross-curricular projects. We started by brainstorming vocabulary about different types of beds. So bunk bed, sleeping bag, single bed, double bed, and then we discuss about unusual bed. We brainstorm unusual beds, and this is a good point for children to start their artwork activities about designing the most unusual bed they can think of. We didn't have time for that, and this time we just watch on YouTube very interesting films on the most unusual beds that people design. Very interesting and very beautiful beds. Then I asked the students, what does magic bed mean? What is magic about this bed? Most of them said because you can travel in it. Some of them said it's a wish bed. You can go to sleep and then you can your wish comes true when you wake up. And then we read the book. The book is about a boy who grew out of his baby bed, and instead of buying a bed at the shopping center, furniture shop, he went to the antique shop. They bought a book, and they bought a bed. Not everybody buys books every day. So they bought a bed, and when they brought it home and cleaned it, they found a writing. And the writing said that you can travel and you can have wonderful adventures provided you know the magic word that starts with M, and then unfortunately the writing failed. So they had to guess what is the magic word starting with M and ending with Y. Another opportunity for children to work with vocabulary, with dictionaries. And then the boy actually manages to get it right and get the magic word, and he travels and he has wonderful adventures. I'm not going to kill the book. I'm not going to tell you what happens towards the end. I do encourage you to use the book. Let me just tell you that for older students, if you want to work a bit on personal and social education, what I did is the first page of the book, this one, shows family, shows some people, actually 4 people, and I ask students to write as many questions they would like to know, or they would like to ask these people, or they would like to know about these people. And the children wrote it was a very, very nice activity. And then we read the book and we discovered that we still don't know who these people are exactly, apart from grandma, that children identify as an elder sister. And we still don't know who are the people. Children guess that it's a foster family, and the grandma works for these people, and they adopted the boy, or maybe they are his uncle and aunt. It never says who they are. And what's interesting is that the only moment when these 2 adults smile is when they are on holiday, and they look happy and relaxed. And I said, well, you know, children, sometimes adults are just stressed and tired, and they don't smile too much. And the kid said, no, the problem is that they are happy because the boy finally plays with other kids and they managed to get rid of him. Quite interesting remark, maybe worth having a closer look at for us as parents and grandparents. A wonderful book, I think, endless possibilities. I do recommend it. I think it opens lots and lots interesting possibilities. See you next month. Thank you very much.